Welcome to In the Kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers. I'm your host, Ricky Booker. Come on inside and let us feed your soul.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of In the Kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers. I am Michael Sean, and what you hear in the background is a band we call the Feed Your Soul Band. Rock with me. Catch yourself. Now, you ready for the host of the show, the man with views, opinions, and secret recipes. Y'all get ready for Mr. Ricky Booker.
There are so many things in the world that brings us together. Soul food being one, and great conversation does it every time. And In the Kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers, we feed your soul. And I'm excited about the next guest soul I'm about to feed today. She's a businesswoman. She has 4 beautiful children. She also works at the Breakfast Brothers, and she also is my daughter. So we're gonna bring her out and talk a little bit about what she has going on with her own business. And her name is Tye.
Hey, Daddy.
Hey, baby. I love that. Yeah. Daddy, grown.
Still daddy.
Still daddy?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell me a little bit about what you used to like about growing up and the food that I used to cook. What's your favorite thing?
Favorite was the meatloaf. You know, with the mashed potatoes and the cornbread.
Oh yeah, the black eyed peas.
Yes, all that.
And usually you get the black eyed peas on New Year's, the New Year's resolution, but we eat black eyed peas all year
Anytime.
round.
Yeah.
So, you know, I used to love to cook too, by the way. I had 7 kids in the house that grew up, and she's the oldest. We have 4 beautiful grandkids. How many? 3 girls and a son.
3 girls and my son.
So tell me a little bit how you came up with the name of your eyelash company.
It's Eyelash 4. It started 3 years ago. I got 3 daughters. I didn't have my son then, and I was like, "Hey, girls, what should my name of my business be?" My oldest was like Eyelash 4. No, she said Eyelash. And I was like, okay, that sounds good. So I got to looking up names. There was a few other Eyelash, but I just was like, I got to make this a little different. So I added 4 to the end because I was pregnant with my son. So I had 4 kids at the time, and I just added the 4 at the end. So that's how I got Eyelash 4.
So here in a minute, you're gonna let me lay down on one of these tables and you put them eyelashes on me too?
I don't think you got the patience.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
It'll take 2 hours at least.
To where you standing in the fan and the eyelash be blowing. I be seeing that too. Women standing in front of the fan, they had those eyelashes. You know, like the eyelashes they got on front of those Beetles, the cars.
Yeah.
And when the wind's blowing, they just flopping in the wind.
They too long at that point.
But you know, we're gonna get there because I know you are also an employee. She's an employee of Breakfast Brothers, like I said before. And it's things that what is your favorite thing that you love on the menu?
Ooh, the red velvet chicken and waffles.
I know you tell that I be watching you sometime. You tell everybody that. But so what should I get?
I sell it, yeah.
Yeah, she sell a lot of the red velvet chicken and waffles. But today, she stepped out of the box. She asked for the lobster roll. The 8-inch lobster roll. And we actually prepared the lobster roll because the roll is actually from a bakery. The actual bread, that's the unique thing about this roll. If the bread ain't good, you just can't use the regular hoagie bun. So that bread is baked freshly and it comes from a bakery. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go start preparing the lobster roll, the one that you unpicked. And I'm gonna step right here for a minute. I got one more question to ask you too, but while I'm preparing this, I'm gonna let you sit there for a second and think about how good this is gonna be. So if it was one thing in the whole world, what could be the one thing that nobody could even pay you to eat? What would that be?
It would have to be sushi.
Sushi?
Yeah, I can't eat sushi.
Well, you eat lobster roll.
I know.
You know, lobster meat is pretty close. It's just sauteed and it's pretty close to the raw fish like sushi is.
Just cooked them.
Have you ever had sushi?
No, I just can't.
Okay, they got some sushi that's actually shrimp. They got some that's fried.
Oh.
And it's pretty good. You just have to try it. Cause you know I used to be that way about sushi too. There's only one thing that I will eat when it comes to sushi. But I get you. I agree with you there. But the lobster meat is pretty close to being the same way. You can't miss that. So
maybe I'll try fried.
You try fried, okay. That's a date then. We're gonna go have us some fried sushi.
Okay, cool.
I was getting ready to tell you what kind, but you know me, I'm kind of country, so I don't know how. I don't want to twist the words. We on TV.
You gonna mess it up?
You know I can mess up names and words.
Yes.
But so what I want you to do I want you to go relax. But in the meantime, we're gonna go back to the Breakfast Brothers restaurant and see what the customers has to say.
How was your experience overall? We'll go around and we'll just get all of your true experiences from top to bottom from the time you walk in the door.
First we came in the door, just lots of hospitality. The food was delicious. The place was great. I enjoyed it.
What about you?
It was awesome. The whole thing, the whole ambiance, the place, the people. Y'all guys come together and make everything happen.
Okay. All right. What about you?
Oh yeah, I did all that, right? I mean, it was really nice. Food was good. You know, we like to go around eating and whatnot. So definitely worth the trip coming back.
Okay. Was it your first time here?
It was. Yeah.
Okay. That's good. First time here, and look. See, you never know. You never know what you're gonna get. First time here, and now they on CW33. Look at the breakfast, but it's so exclusive. Okay. What about you?
Food was really good, and the playlist was awesome. So the ambiance, like she said, was really good.
I seen her in the background. She was like, okay. She started the electric slide. We're not gonna tell nobody. Okay. We appreciate you coming. Make sure you come back. Make sure you're watching CW33 because you're gonna see your faces on there. Okay? Yeah. Let all your friends know. I mean, watch parties if y'all need to host it at the Breakfast Brothers. We do catering too. Okay. All right. See you next time.
Got your lobster roll.
Ooh, yummy.
You be putting all this food with your little self.
I can eat. Be hungry.
You know you're on camera. So that's your first time tasting it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, never ate lobster.
This your first time eating lobster?
Mm-hmm.
You waited to get on TV to try lobster?
Yeah. I was always scared of fish. I mean, catfish was really like the only seafood I eat.
You know I know that.
Yeah, I can't.
But when you asked for the lobster roll, I was like, asked for the lobster roll, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
I almost called Amber back and said, you sure that's what she wanted?
Yeah, I can go in the kitchen and grab some wings or grab some
Right.
fish. So I can't go grab no lobster.
No, you better not grab no lobster. That costs money.
It's good.
So what'd you think?
It's really
You know,
good.
I ask you this all the time anyway. So I feed yourself.
Always.
But you know, you my daughter, so it's just so much, you know, I can ask you 1,000 questions. I already know the answers to them.
Right.
But when you stepped out and went and got an eyelash company, I kind of was like, I wasn't quite sure about it, but I didn't never ask the question. So how long ago that's been since you started that? And I never asked the question, so now I'm going to ask. But how long ago was that?
So it's been 3.5 years, March 2017. I had just had, was it March 2017?
It was 3 years ago. Right?
Yeah, March
Okay.
2000. It's 4 years now, almost.
Out
We're in 21.
of all the things that you've been into and all the jobs you done had, what made you decide to do be a lash tech?
I like lashes. I like getting my lashes done. I was doing that first before I thought about getting into the business, and I seen the money that was being made from the person who did my lashes. A lot of money.
So that really impressed me because, you know, sometimes you didn't like a lot of things. You went to work, you worked hard, but you was kind of quiet. She never really liked nothing. But when you tuned in to the lashes, that impressed me.
Yeah.
So when it came to that, and also you didn't start your own product line with the lashes too. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
This is it right here?
Yes, I sell shampoo, lash shampoo. It's really important. I try to sell it to all my customers. It's really important to clean your lashes.
Lash shampoo.
Yeah, so you got to keep your lashes clean. It makes them last longer. You don't want to build up all that nasty stuff on your lashes.
Okay, I'm gonna say this because you know I'm always after the buddy.
Yeah.
Why would you sell them? Let them get dirty. Don't they keep replacing them if they get dirty?
Yeah, but they only come back every 2 weeks. You don't want to go 2 weeks without your lashes being clean. So you normally wash your face every day. Well,
so
with your
do you
lashes, you gotta
sell this to the clients when they get new lashes, or you wait till they come back for the second time? So when do you usually offer this product to them?
So I usually offer it to first-time customers. And this lasts a whole year. Like I've sold this to my customers and they can last it because you just need a little squirt.
Okay.
Every day, I recommend cleaning your lashes every day with this. Then this is a little brush that we use to clean our lashes. You can't just use any brush. You want to use something gentle so it doesn't make all your lashes come off.
So you even got the name brand, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I just always knew about the eyelashes, but I never knew they had shampoo. They have a brush. So now these things, of course, I guess I shouldn't know because I don't get my lashes done. I'm a male, so, but I see females all the time, and I just never knew that it was shampoo. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's a whole lifestyle.
Okay.
And your lashes done. Come every 2 weeks.
Lashes, hair, nails,
Outfit,
all of that.
shoes,
Clothes.
purses.
Too expensive for me. I just get up and wipe my face and let the shower rinse out my eyelashes. But
Yeah.
anyway, we're gonna talk a little bit more about the food and how you grew up and what was the things that you really loved about what I used to cook in the kitchen. I know you already mentioned earlier meatloaf, but it's just some of the things. What was the most important thing to you that you used to see me do the most when it came to cooking?
You would prep all the sides. Mom would make the main courses in the kitchen. You would come in and prep all the sides. Mashed potatoes, could nobody do the mashed potatoes like you? You make those from scratch, and we're just like, hey, wait, don't touch the mashed potatoes. Daddy gotta make them.
So
nobody else gonna do it like
that
you.
tell you right there. A lot of people didn't know that I cooked into Breakfast Brothers. They threw a lot of people away. So what did y'all used to tell me all the time when I was cooking? Out of all the business I used to do, what it was the one thing y'all used to always tell me?
Oh yeah, you did everything from cars to music to everything. We was at home like, you need to start a business. Like, you got to start a restaurant. You got to get a restaurant because everything you cooking, it tastes good.
And I
And you
never
always
would
say,
do it.
no, I ain't worried about that right now. I'm doing these cars, or I'm doing this music, but yeah, I think this has to be the most successful thing that you started so
I
far.
love the cars. I still love the cars, and I still love music. So I have a addiction to music, to custom cars, to nice cars. So the one thing I can say is once I finally clocked in with the food, interesting enough, it really, really started going in the right direction. And I love what I do when it comes down to. I used to love cooking at home, but I never used to tell nobody outside my house that I cooked.
Right. I don't think you had time for it. But you were too busy with everything else.
I guess that is true.
Yeah.
But I used to do the Sunday dinners.
Yeah, Sunday, but that's the only time we got a good home cooked meal. From you, at least. We always ate good, but yeah.
But I really love cooking, and I love that you actually, and also she's my oldest, so she always worked at all my businesses and ran the businesses too as well, from my custom shop, RB Customs, and now Breakfast Brothers. She's the front end at Breakfast Brothers. So everybody that goes to Breakfast Brothers see her up front. This is my daughter. Everybody finally tuned into. And she was born and raised on my cooking, and she always loved it, from Oklahoma City to Dallas. I really, really enjoy doing what I do, especially when it comes to family. You got to understand that. But so you almost ate this all up. So what do you think about this? I asked you that a while ago. You you got quiet.
I was eating meat at first, but the bread is really good.
Okay.
It's soft.
All right. I tell people where they can come find and get information for Fabulous.
I'm on Instagram at Fabulash4. On Facebook also it's Fabulash4. Booking appointments, go to my lash page on Fabulash4, and you can inbox me there and get in contact and book appointments. I'm lashing 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, anytime. I'll fit you around. I also work at Breakfast Brothers, but I also fit my clients in around my work schedule.
She hadn't done no lashes at Breakfast Brothers yet.
But I will leave early to go.
I know. She get in trouble to go do that. But, I am really proud of what it is that you're doing. So when you're doing the lashes and making my appointment, how many appointments do you make a day? How many lashes can you do a day?
With me working part-time at Breakfast Brothers, I can fit anywhere from 2 to 3 clients because I am a mother and I have my kids, so I try to work around that as well.
Okay.
They come first. But
how long do
my
it take to
business
do one set of lashes?
A full set's going to take about 2 hours. My clients come and get bills every 2 weeks. It takes about an hour and a half.
I'm learning more and more about lashes. I know you've been doing it, but I never paid no attention to how long it takes. So you tell me it takes anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours to each client. Mm-hmm. So if I do that, so if you look up 8-hour period, you can do only 4 people?
Yeah, it depends on how fast I work. So if I got 2 full sets in a day, that's 2. And then my clients, so it depends, because when they come back to me in 2 weeks, if they got half their lashes they're still there, it's going to take me less time. Okay. So some people don't do too good with their lashes. Some people lashes shed more. Some people don't keep their lashes clean, don't use the lash shampoo. So, of course, it's going to make your lashes shed. That can take me a little longer.
I'm sitting here really getting into it because I think I went from talking about the food so much because I really am interested about it. I never really got tuned in when it comes to lashes because I see the females and I see the lashes, but I never asked the question that I'm asking now. Yeah. So it's very interesting that the things that you have to go through to get lashes, shampoo for lashes. This stuff is this like burn free or something? It won't burn your eyes?
Tear free.
Tear-free? Yeah, that's what I meant, tear-free.
It's tear-free. It doesn't burn your eyes. You just do it in the shower.
Okay.
Get up in the morning, take a shower,
All right.
and squirt a little bit on your lashes, and it's
Well,
good.
I know we got to get out of here. The production team looking at me crazy, but it's very unique to have your daughter on the show and talk about the things that she's doing and the fabulous things, like they say, fabulous things that she's doing with her life. It makes me proud as a father. So we're gonna get to our next guest, but I love it. Keep doing your thing, and once again, tell them where they can find you.
On Instagram at Fabulash4, also on Facebook at Fabulash4.
I always be repetitive about that, so in case somebody missed it and went to the bathroom, they came back, now they got to see it again.
Yeah.
So right here, my daughter, Tye, Fabulous 4. He's one of the moguls when it comes to the party scene right here in Dallas-Fort Worth. He actually promotes some of the top nightclubs and also goes out of the country and promotes parties out of the country. They do boat parties, lake parties, whatever you want them to do. Name of the company is HighLife, and also my nephew, Luke. So go on, boy. I see you got all that ice. The party scene is really doing it.
Man, we doing real good.
What are those right there? You get them out the bubble gum shit?
Nah, I got them in the middle of the mall.
Say in the middle of the mall. So yeah, in the middle of the mall. Sometimes those can be too. You can go to Mr. Chin's and get that Wookiee stuff. I got it, but nah.
No, this ain't Wookiee.
I already know. I already know. But with that being said, I just wanted to bring you on the show a little bit,
right.
Talk about what it is that you got going on. Explain to Dallas exactly what HighLife is.
HighLife is, it's a promotional group. We're a Dallas socialite, couple guys that, that bring vibes to the city, right? If you want to party, if you want to eat good, whatever you want to do, we're gonna bring you the positive vibes.
And that's the thing that is kind of how we built Breakfast Brothers. Me and my business partner, we actually wanted to vibe with great music, great food. And the thing is about it, your brand has to be good for people to come. And when people come, they got to be able to be comfortable. Right. So I get that, and the way the world and the world we're in now, sometimes outside the club, when it's over with, you just go home because things that usually happen afterwards. But when you get out of the club, what's your go-to meal?
My go-to meal, chicken. Just simply chicken. So because I'm allergic to seafood, so I can't just eat shrimp tacos or something like that. So my go-to meal is chicken.
So you can't get in that line over there on Riverfront that they go into that gas station and get those seafood tacos and fish tacos.
Oh no, because I'll break out of hives, so I can't even do that. No sir.
Well, you know what? I already know that you love the chicken, so we prepared what you asked for today. We prepared the BFB wings, which is BFB wings is our special sauce that we make also in the house, and that's what we put on the wings.
Okay.
We want the mac and cheese and the BFB wings.
Okay.
Anything that goes on in the food industry, in the food world, when it comes to the party scene, how do y'all capitalize off of that? When you say that y'all bring good food, what do y'all do to bring good food to the parties?
We advertise brunch. On Sundays. Sunday fun day. People want to go out. Right after church.
Oh man, that's huge. Sundays always in Dallas. Sundays for all the clubs. You don't even need to book no artists.
Nah, you don't definitely. Sunday fun day between the hours of maybe like 12 and 10 at night. Just give them chicken and waffles. That's the go-to meal they eat right there, and some mimosas. They get home right before midnight. You be straight.
Mimosas on a Sunday.
That's mimosas on a Sunday.
That's God's day. How you be drinking on that day?
Hey, don't judge me.
No, you're just bringing people to the building, to the vibe. I get that, I understand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and prepare the meal that you asked for.
Okay.
And if you sit for a second, we're going to get prepared and we're going to go sit down and get comfortable and talk a little bit more. But at the time being, I'm going to prepare this meal that you asked for.
All right.
Is there anything else that when it comes to partying that I should know about? Because I've been around for a little while and I understand partying. Matter of fact, I used to throw parties with you, so I already know.
Oh yeah. You're the one that actually put me in the right position. Before I was just everywhere, right? I was a young kid, just everywhere. Just hey, we're gonna find a building, but you put me in the position where to actually do the business right, do everything right.
That's very important. The structure behind business is very important. Once you learned that, I was wondering if you was gonna mention that. Once you learned that, you got it now. So at the end of the day, the one thing about that too, you were able to teach even the business partners you have now with HighLife, you was able to teach them that too. Because everybody got class and style, but it's just one thing that usually people are always missing, and that's the business side.
That's the business side, definitely. Yep.
And the business side, I understand that a little bit more too. It's got to have the perfect building, the perfect scene, and also the music. Who picks the music? Do the promoters actually pitch the music too, or do you allow the DJ just to play what they want?
No, I allow the DJ just to do his job. He let me do my job, I'm gonna let him do his job.
And that's the reason why you have the success you have.
Yep.
But here's the BFB wings and the mac and cheese. So what we're gonna do is I want you to go relax, take a seat. Okay. But in the meantime, we're gonna go back to the Breakfast Brothers restaurant and hear it straight from the customer.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Shaw. We in the kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers TV show, and this is a segment where we're live on location at the Breakfast Brothers. I ask people some questions, what they like, their favorite foods, and things like that. But first, I let the person introduce themselves to the world.
Hey, I'm Yolanda.
Now, you're a repeat customer, correct?
I am a repeat customer.
So before we get to these questions, if you had one meal that you could suggest for somebody when they come to the Breakfast Brothers, what would it be?
It would be the greens. Definitely the greens.
The greens.
Catfish.
Bing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
The greens and the catfish.
greens and the catfish.
Is anything else on the side? Anything else you order? When you're like you famished, you just coming in here to be wild greedy. You just want to be greedy for real.
The lobster roll.
The lobster roll. It gets a little crazy up in here. Where did y'all get the lobster rolls from, Breakfast Brothers? What is going on in here? So let me think. Back in the day, so we got new words now. Now people call things that we really like comfort food. There was no comfort food. I don't remember that. My mom ever said, "You want some comfort food?" Like, my mom said, "What is your ingredient you really want to eat today? What are you in the mood for?" So since it's 2021. Give me a comfort food that makes you feel better about yourself, that makes you warm and cuddly, that you can watch Netflix and chill.
Netflix and chill. I'm Netflixing and chill.
Netflix. Well, okay, pause. I didn't mean that way. That was bad. That was my bad. That was disrespectful. Shouldn't have said it like that. Got my mind somewhere else right now, y'all. Just the food that makes you feel, relaxed. Okay, what is your? Give it to me.
I like beans.
Beans,
Red beans and rice. The catfish. And the greens. That's my favorite.
Yeah, when you say greens, catfish, that means I got a funny feeling you've been in the kitchen.
I have been in the kitchen.
So, in the kitchen, everybody has just certain things. When I get on stage and tell jokes, I gotta wear certain things. Like, there's a certain way I gotta feel comfortable to get on stage and do my thing. What is there some type of clothes you got to put on to get yourself into the slaying mode and spinning pots and stirring stuff up and hitting, I think, blenders, because I don't cook. I don't know. And chopping stuff up. Yeah. Like what do you wear?
I got to get real. I got to get comfortable. I got to put on the sweats.
Not the sweats.
I got to put on the sweats. I got to be real. I can get dirty. Get on up in there.
We in the kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers. I'm Michael Shaw. You know what I say. Yeah.
All right, got you ready. Yes, sir. Got the BFB wings and mac and cheese. Your go-to every time at Breakfast Brothers?
Every time, never fails.
Well, I'm gonna let you get into that. I always like to see people eat their food, and I know it's kind of weird for me to stare at you. But it's all good. I mean well. and something I'm gonna tell you about Luke. He eats so fast. Sometimes I wonder if he have heartburns. But man, go ahead and try your wings. And I always got this special question that I always ask everybody once they take their first couple bites.
Man, I gotta get my hands dirty.
You can do like half pint did, lick your fingers. So what you think?
Oh yeah.
You know I'm hot. You know I'm ass. So did I feed your soul?
Fed the soul.
No, but I'm gonna let you eat a little bit because I got a few questions I need to ask you when it comes to the promotion game and the parties and the club scene and the nightlife. And how do you stay focused during those night times and the clubs and the parties and just being in that vibe? You have a lot of distractions. I'm gonna tell you that. Distractions as females. Mm-hmm. How do you stay focused?
I just take it like a job, right? Like a regular 9 to 5. I don't let None of these girls, oh, I want to get in free. You know, they text you at 11 o'clock, right? What are you doing? What you think I'm doing?
You already know. You already know that's the
already know
code.
what time it is. So that's the code where, you know, yeah, I'm not, you know.
Okay.
Not finna be.
All right. So we're gonna go back to the food. We're gonna get back to the club questions again. During the holidays, what's your favorite meal or your dish that you look forward to having?
You know, I come from the African culture, right?
Right.
You know, Nigerian, so we'll have our regular turkey, you know, but it's called a dish called jollof rice. It's like a rice with like tomato paste, a lot of seasoning, spicy. And another dish is fufu. You know, you use it with your hands. You know, a lot of Americanized individuals, they try to use the fork, you know, utensils, but you gotta dig deep with your hand,
with your fingers, and all that.
Yes,
I used to think it looked like collard greens. You take the collard greens and you eat with your fingers. So yeah, that's the culture behind it. But I think I ruined you though, because every year Thanksgiving came, you used to run from the house.
Oh yeah,
and come to my house.
Yeah, come to your house. Yeah, everybody used to go to the Booker's house, man. That's the Thanksgiving capital.
We turned them on to that chicken and dressing, man, and they didn't want no fufu no more. But you know, it's just one of the things. Like I always say, man, cooking I come from a cooking background.
Right.
I love to cook. I love to get involved in cooking.
Right.
Tell me one of the crazy stories when it comes to promotion. We're gonna get back into the club of what HighLife. What's the life of HighLife? What's the most craziest thing that in promotions that's happened?
The craziest thing, they'll offer you all sorts of money, you know, just to get in the club. The club could be free to get in. Oh, I'll give you $100 just to skip. You know, there's 1,000 people that want to do the same thing. But the real craziest one, actually, I threw a party. You know, we threw a party together. We always throw an annual party during PV Grambling weekend, right? It was at the Dallas Convention Center. We predicted it was going to be, what, 75,000? No, 7,500, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 7,500.
7,500.
We actually, to hold that thought, Eyelash was our partner on it too, which he actually holds the football game. And he actually put it in the World Guinness Book of Records. He had it recorded it. So tell them the story.
So we ended up, we got to what, 6,000, 5,000. Then somebody, you know, we ain't gonna name drop.
Another party pooper, you know, when you steal the parties. Promoters will do this now.
Right.
They get salty and they will call the fire marshal.
Yeah, they sure will.
Call the fire marshal on the
Call the fire marshal. Fire marshal sure did come out, you know, try to shut us down.
Hi, you in the kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers. I'm your host, Ricky Booker. Each and every Sunday right here at 10 a.m. on CW33.
People, we really want to thank you for spending time In the Kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers. Your man, Ricky Booker, wants to thank you. The Feed Your Soul Band wants to thank you. And your man, Michael Sean, wants to thank you. We'll see you again, same time. It's Michael Sean, and you know what I say. Yeah!